Hi everyone, my name is Marissa and welcome back to my channel, The Budgeting Wife, where we talk about all things money, budgeting, and debt-free living. Today I'm sharing with you guys the 5 things you should stop paying for. And before we get started, I just want to have a little disclaimer here. If you are currently paying for any of these things, it's not that I think anything less of you. I think that you are doing a poor job. I just think that if you are trying to either pay off debt or really cut some costs, these are going to be some easy things that you can cut from your budget. If you have a lot of disposable income and you've worked really hard and you have the extra funds to do so, go ahead. It's totally fine to enjoy life and enjoy these parts. But again, if you're wanting to cut some costs, here are some ideas of things you can stop paying for. Also, before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I would love to have you as part of my little YouTube community here. Also, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers, and my goal is to hit 3,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is July 29th. So we're so close. I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel. All right, the first thing that you can stop paying for is cable. And I know that you'll hear this from a ton of people of when you are on your debt-free journey trying to cut costs, cable is an easy thing to cut. When you think about it, so many people aren't even actually using the cable that they're paying for. So instead of using cable and paying upwards of maybe like $100 a month, instead get yourself a Netflix subscription or even Netflix and Hulu. You're going to be spending a fraction of the price and you're still going to get to enjoy TV shows and movies. This is something that Jacob and I do, and we've actually done since the start of our marriage. So we've actually never had cable, and we still find that we're able to fully enjoy all of our TV shows and movies with just Netflix. The second thing you should stop paying for if you're looking for something to cut out of your budget is daily coffee runs. To Starbucks, Dutch Bros, whatever your coffee place of choice is, just cut it out. Don't go every day. This was never something that was a temptation for us because we started our debt-free journey right when we got married, and we knew right away that we weren't going to be partaking in Starbucks runs every day. So this is something that we don't miss because we never started, but it is something that we allow in our budget now a little bit more now that we are debt-free. But I will say, if you are wanting to trim your budget and find more ways to put money towards debt or savings, cutting coffee is going to be a huge savings for you. So look at it this way. If you're spending between $4 to $5 per day on a cup of coffee, you're spending about maybe $25 a week, which is $100 a month on coffee. $100 a month. That is insane. So instead of spending that much money on coffee each month, brew your own coffee at home. Take it with you to work, whatever you need to do, and also give yourself the permission to spend. And that is what I love about a budget. So for Jacob and I, now that we are debt-free, I allow myself to go to Starbucks every Monday. That is the day that I will go and treat myself once a week, and therefore it helps keep me accountable so that if on Thursday I'm really wanting to go get a coffee, I don't, because I know that Monday was my day to get my Starbucks. The third thing you should stop paying for if you're trying to cut things out of your budget is monthly subscription boxes. And I know that these can be really fun and they're not all a bad deal, but a lot of them cost a lot of money. So there's some that are meal planning, some that are fashion, beauty, date boxes, boxes for your dogs, you name it, they have it. And I find that so many people just waste money on these things because they either buy it and don't really use it, or other boxes will send you a box of free items that you just get to check out, and if you want any of them, you can keep it, and then they'll charge you, which leads to a lot of impulse purchasing because the items are just showing up directly at your door. So instead of putting yourself in that situation, just don't partake in the boxes. Instead, if you think that you really need something, go to the store and buy it, or have it shipped to you with Amazon. It is fairly simple that way. Also, there's a lot of food boxes out there, and I'm not saying that any of them are bad, and if that's something you enjoy and you have budgeted for it and you have the money to do so, that's totally great. But if you don't, a lot of these boxes can be fairly more expensive than just going to the store to get ingredients yourself and making meals. So just something to look into. Not that any of that is bad, but just something that you may want to watch if you're trying to cut things out of your budget. The fourth thing you should stop paying for is a gym membership. I know the stats that they talk about for gym memberships, that someone who buys one at the very beginning of the year for that New Year's resolution ends up hardly using it and not getting their use out of it. So instead of paying money for a gym membership that you're never going to use, Instead, find other ways that you can be working out, whether that's going outside, going on a run, even looking at YouTube videos. There are a ton of YouTubers out there who do workout classes that you can look at for free online on YouTube. So that is a super easy way to get a workout in. Also, if you live in an apartment, it may have a free gym on site. I know that ours does, and I've used it, and it's great. So instead of paying for that outside gym membership, look at the resources that you have around you. The fifth thing you should stop paying for is pre-portioned food. Oftentimes when you go to the grocery store, you see the produce section and there's all the fruits and vegetables that come to the store like normal. And then they have another section where they've pre-packaged them. So for things like corn, they shucked all the corn, they cut it up for you. I've even seen grapes. They peeled all the grapes off the stems. They've cut up all the fruit for you. When the store is the one who takes the extra time to do things like portion your food, cut it up, peel it, it's going to be a lot more expensive for you. So rather than buying your food that way, buy it like normal and go home and cut it up yourself. And if you don't know how, there I'm sure is a YouTube video that's out there to help you learn how to cut up a pineapple or a watermelon. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can be part of my YouTube community. Also, leave me a comment down below and let me know what is one thing that you no longer spend money on. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.